Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to ask question number 106, 2015, under my name, directing the Minister of Defense, National Security and Immigration. My question is, can the Minister inform the House on the current status of the National Security and Defense Review? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Minister for Defense, National Security and Immigration.
Madam Speaker, I thank the Honourable Member for the questions. But before I answer the question, it would be remiss of me of not congratulating the Sevens team for their success last night. As a keen supporter of Sevens and 15 and President of Naitasiri Rugby Union, I would like to congratulate them.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, to answer the question, the National Security and Defense Review is in line with the government intention of ensuring that the security and law and order sector are firmly under democratic control, civilian oversight to fulfill government development objectives. Government's intention is to review the team to be locally led to ensure that the product is locally owned. The review team was appointed on 12 February 2015 and consists of the Chairman, Ambassador Commodore Tileni, Member Ambassador to the Republic of China, Major General Yohane Nebel-Rua, and Member Lieutenant Colonel Chonisi Omara. The National Security and Defense Review is being conducted in 4 phases, and we are near completion of Phase 2 and currently commencement of Phase 3. Phase 1 is the consultation and dialogue. Phase 2 is the National Security Strategy Framework. Phase 3 is the Defense White Paper, where we'll have to produce the RFMF, the Fiji Police, and the Immigration White Paper, Immigration and Intelligence White Paper. And Phase 4 is the submission to Parliament. We are programming to submit that before September this year. The first consulting forum was held at the Grand Pacific Hotel on 20th February 2015, and it was opened by the Honourable Prime Minister, Admiral Josiah Barengem Bainimarama, where all government ministries were invited. The second consulting forum was held at the Novotel Hotel in Lamy from 24 to 27 February 2015. It was co-hosted by the Ministry of Defense and the Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies from Hawaii. The third consultative forum was held at the Holiday Inn on 20th March 2015, which centered for the private sector, academia, and civil society organization. Madam Speaker, the review team has been conducting public consultation in various centers in the Western Division and the Northern Division. The team will cover the Central and Eastern Division before the end of May. The review is intended to be transparent and inclusive process with engaged government, the private sector, the civil society, and the community at large. The consultation and dialogue covers a wide spectrum where the civil societies, academia, public sector, religious groups, trade unions, NGOs, the diplomatic corps, international and regional bodies, the RFMF, Fiji Police Force, and Immigration will consult of the inclusive approach and the intent of the government. Madam Speaker, the consultation process includes prominent citizens, former ambassadors, police commissioners, and military commanders. The consultation and dialogue was basically to seek their opinion, perception, and suggestion on the national security. Madam Speaker, the outcomes of the consultative forums and the consultation are being collated, processed, and analyzed to form the basis of the National Security Outlook Report, which outlines Fiji strategic environments, threats, and challenges we will face in the next 10 to 15 years. An interagency team consisting of officials of the Ministry of Defense, Office of the Prime Minister, Police, Ministry of Finance, and Immigration have just returned from the Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies in Hawaii, where they spent around 6 weeks developing Fiji's new national security strategy. This strategy will be consulted with all stakeholders before being finalized for presentation to Cabinet and Parliament. The Review Committee are conducting regular updates of the National Security and Defence Council on its progress. All policy papers, including the Fiji National Security Strategy and the Defence, Police, Immigration, Intelligence white papers, will be presented to this August House before September 2015. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. There being no supplementary question, we will move on to the fifth oral question. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Madam
I give
Speaker.
the floor to the Honourable.
Fiji is extremely vulnerable to the expanding global networks of cybercrime, transnational organized crimes, terrorism, and other illegal activities. Can the Minister explain what can Fiji do to prevent these crimes without curtailing the rights of the Fiji citizens, like allowing phone tapping, etc.? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I thank the Honourable Member for the questions. I also mentioned that there will be an intelligence strategy paper and a white paper that includes the cyber and terrorism. We will include it in that strategy paper.
Thank you. The Honourable Tupou Rondalo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Supplementary question to the Minister. Will this review committee consider what some of us consider to be the biggest threat to national security in this country, and that is our coup culture? Is that also under review by this review
Please
committee?
address the Speaker.
Madam Speaker?
Thank you.
Through you. Will this committee also be looking into that, and in particular the provision in the Constitution which elevates the military, Madam Speaker, to almost the supervisory role of the elected House? This is meant to be a helpful question for the Minister to consider, and whether this review committee is not one that will fold after this September, but continue and include training on those very aspects so that we bar future coups. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
I thank the Honourable Member for the questions, but during the consultation and also when it brings up to the special committee, House Committee in Parliament, there will be a consultation of how they set up the strategy, and your comments will be included in that. So it will be very open, and you'll have your comments in that paper.
Thank you. Last question, the Honourable.
Supplementary question, Madam Speaker.
Okay.
I hope the dialogue will also include a priority, or at the top of the list is the safety of our peacekeepers, because you promised a report on the Golan Heights incident in February, Madam Speaker. We still haven't seen it.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
The paper also includes issues on peacekeeping and the security issues. I have to produce that paper to you. I apologize for that. It's coming.
Thank you.